All right, everybody, welcome to Your Asana. Thanks for joining today. All you need today are 2 little weights. I'm using 3-pounder, so it's something that eventually you can keep your arms straight. You know, we do a lot of high repetition, a lot of smaller movements in Your Asana. So this class is a fusion of mat Pilates and some barre, which means you move about 1 inch, maybe, and some athletic strength moves where you move a little bit bigger. You put that all together, it wraps up into a tight little package with a little bit of yoga flow towards the end, sometimes in the middle, depending on how we're feeling. So that's it. The towel today is just for sweat. So please put your weights at the front of your area. Friendly reminder, if you're working with glass bottles, just be careful. Don't drop your glass. It's horrible. You don't need shoes today, just you. You need some mojo. Whew, let's just get here mentally, you guys. So go ahead and either close your eyes or soften your gaze. Feet are hip width apart. And just breathe in and out through your nose. I encourage you to try to breathe in and out through your nose through the entire class, if that's possible for you. Give it a shot. So just tapping into your inhales. Belly will expand on your inhales. Ribs will move front to back and side to side on your inhales. And then everything will soften together for the next, say, 2 breaths on your own. Really nice. 1 more. Place both hands on your heart, and I just want you to bring to your attention something that you're incredibly grateful for in this moment. Take 1 breath into that lovely thought. Alrighty, good job. Set your hands by your sides. Right here, just think for a few more breaths, foundationing your feet, so all 10 toes nice and firm on the mat, and your heel too, so not just the heel or the toes. On your next inhalation, ride your breath up, contract your quadriceps and your glutes, so everything is nice and firm, nice and firm. You have a natural curve of your lower back. Take 1 breath and draw your shoulders up to your ears. Just notice how not great that is. And then as you exhale, soften them down a little bit. Don't depress them all the way, just a light softening. Your hands are going to be back maybe an inch behind you so you can engage your triceps right now. 1 breath, and just feel the strength that you created just by taking like 4 or 5 breaths and some intention right into your body. So we're going to use that intention through the whole class. Go ahead and bend your knees into a squat. This first squat, make sure your knees are tracking right over your second toes. Natural curves to the back. As you stand up, you contract everything just how you started, and then you continue. Inhale, exhale. So this particular class with Your Asana, the warm-up is usually 90% the same every single time, but I do like to always start with squats. It's just a nice way first for you to check your form and alignment on squats, and also to just get it in tune with how your body's feeling. I have no idea what you did yesterday or last week or the last couple months, but listen to your body today. Just do what feels right for you. 2 more. This next one, hold your squat right here. As you rise up, your right hand is going to do this backstroke. You drop into a squat, and then your left hand. Now that you have your arms moving, see if you can keep your hips steady. Your hips are not rotating, so as my left arm comes back, I'm not pulling the hip back. Just see what that does to your range of motion in your shoulder. 1 more on each side. Just even yourself out, whatever that means to you. We're going right into double backstroke, so you can bend your elbows if you need to. I need to, but if you have, healthy shoulders, you can take them longer if you'd like. Even though we're adding a larger upper body movement, kind of a distraction, I want you to really focus on your alignment. Your knees are staying wherever your second toe is pointing. Just do 2 more for me, 2 more. This next one, hands go over your head, unshrug your shoulders, rise up off your heels and lower your heels. So little calf raises. See if you can continue up and down without letting your ankles fall out to the sides. So you're pushing with the inner side of your foot, your big toe mound, really. This is nice. Get some movement in the foot, working on ankle strength and mobility. 2 more, of course, balance. Last one, here's your balance challenge. Hold it up. Glutes are already engaged, quadriceps are working. Now today, to do something different, bend your right elbow, straighten, left elbow, straighten. 1 more on each side, just for fun. Yeah, nice. Now try to do that with your eyes closed. Oh my gosh, I even said it and I fell over. Just see what happens. I'm not even watching because my eyes are closed. Wow. Try to do 1 more on each side. Yeah, that'll really bring your attention to your body. Whoa, all right, heels down. Nice job, you guys. Send your hands down a little lower than the shoulders. So I'm now flat foot, hands lower than the shoulders. Your right arm is gonna open, squeeze shoulder blade towards your spine, and then close. Left arm. Now keep your knees and hips nice and steady. Yes, perfect. So if you need to peek down at your knees, if your knees are shifting forward and back, that means your hips are shifting forward and back. Give a little hug to your feet. Try to hug your yoga mat or your floor in a little bit without knocking your knees. See how that changes your stability. It should change it for the better. 1 more each side. Nice. Now we're going to stay in this squat, but instead of hugging your feet in, try to scrub your feet apart. You're going to feel more connection in the lateral part of your glutes and thighs. And now continue with those arms, but scrubbing the feet apart. A little more stability for the hips. 1 more each side. Nice. All right, keep scrubbing your feet. Take your arms up into more traditional Utkatasana, a yoga chair. Maybe make tight fists though to see if you can hug your triceps and biceps to your upper arm bone, and little pulses right here. Now I want you to try to keep your neck neutral as well. So that means you're probably not looking straight ahead. You're gazing down about 3 to 4 feet in front of you on the floor. Arms are stick straight. So I'd rather you have cheerleader arms out here than bent arms trying to keep your biceps by your ears. 5, 4, listen carefully, going back to the toes. 3 is an option. 2, I want you to hold your squat, lift your heels and lower. Lift the heels and lower. Only 4 more. And 3, we're gonna hold in 2. Heels are nice and high. Float your hands back behind you. I want you to start feeling your triceps. Abdominals are engaged right now. Your arms, they move in a couple inches and up a couple inches. You go in and up, in and up. Stick straight. There is no bend to the elbow. 0 bend of the elbow. Nice. Good job, you guys. You're leaning a little bit forward. If this is too much on your toes, just put your heels down and continue with the arms. You have 4 more. And 3. And 2. Nice. Set the heels down. I just fell down. Inhale your hands to the sky. Here we go. Take a dive forward with your hands. Fingers are going to meet the mat about a foot in front of your toes. Go ahead and bend your knees deeply. Just let that feel good on your lower back. As you inhale, you straighten your legs as much as you can. Inhale down. Exhale. So maybe you only straighten your legs a couple inches. It just depends on your hamstring flexibility, the amount of movement you have in your lower back. Relax your shoulders, soften the jaw. That's important. 2 more like that. 2 more like that. Nice. Keep the nice bend of the knees. Foundation your hands. All 10 fingers are spread. Send your feet back 1 by 1 right here. If you can stay on your toes, great. If you need to modify, you just set your kneecaps down. Both great. All right, if you're on your toes, everybody inhale the crown of your head forward, front ribs in, belly button in. So whether you're on your knees or your toes, I want you to point your right toes. So if you're on your left knee, it looks like that. Right toes up, you're gonna squeeze in and then up. In 2 inches, up 2 inches. In 2 inches, up 2 inches. You have 5 more. Right leg is moving. 4. Nice. 3, 2, 1 more like that. If you're on your knee, try to straighten out your leg, put your toe down, regroup, breathe, exhale, downward dog, unshrug your shoulders. Inhale, come forward back into your plank, second side, so you can set your right knee down if you're modifying, or you just straighten your left leg. Everybody straighten the left leg. You squeeze in 2 inches and up 2 inches. I want you to feel this from your left bottom, not your lower back. In 2 inches, up 2 inches. In and up. You have 4 more. And 3. and 2, and 1. Put the toe down, exhale, downward dog. Take a moment for yourself. Bend your knees deeply into crouching cat. Exhale, shoot forward, find your plank. So shoulders are over the crease of the wrist. Bend your knees, crouching cat, and forward. That's your move. Inhale, exhale. Keep going, I wanna see you guys. Inhale, exhale. Yes. Can you keep your shoulders away from your ears, not only in your plank, but also in your crouching cat? Nice. Good, you guys. Nice, Jen, I see you. Perfect, you guys. Keep going. 4 more, 4 more. And 3. And 2. Neck nice and long. All right, exhale, downward dog. So your legs are just a little bit straighter. I want you to bring your right leg up to the sky. So a 3-legged dog. As you exhale, shift forward, right knee, right elbow if you can. Bring it right back up, 3-legged dog. You have that 2 more times, 2 more times. Right knee, right elbow or tricep. And up. 1 more like that. Same right leg. Pick it up, 3-legged dog. Take it over to your left elbow. That's 1. Do it again. 2 more times. Take it across. Left elbow. 1 more good one. All the way up. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Right foot outside of the right hand. Yes. Take your right elbow up to the sky. Let your left knee, that's your back knee, sag a little bit and just pulse. So I'm pulsing my right elbow up, but that just means I'm pushing down with my left hand a little bit more. Yeah. 5, good. 4, rotate. 3, nice. 2, good job, you guys. Exhale that hand down. Send the foot back, downward dog. Exhale. All right, listen up, second side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Other leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep into your plank. You got 2 more. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, 1 more full one. Yep, take it up into your 3-legged dog. Take that knee across to the right elbow. Kick it up. Take it across. Back into your 3-legged dog. You got 1 more. Kick it up. Nice. Step that left foot outside of the left hand. Outside the left hand. Micro bend your right knee. Take that left elbow up and start little pulses. But it's really rotating. So the reason you're pulsing your elbows is because you're rotating your chest. 4, 3, pushing down with the right hand to get that left elbow up. 2. All right, foundation, the left hand inside the foot. Step that foot back, final time, downward dog. All right, we're gonna go into a forearm plank. So shift forward, both elbows on the mat, middle fingers pointing forward. I want you to bend both knees till they tap the mat and straighten. So full shebang is bending the knees and straightening. If you need to modify, you have your knees bent and you're dragging or drawing energetically your elbows to your knees, and then maybe you go 1 knee at a time to straighten. That's your modification. Otherwise, both legs straight. Tap and straighten for 8 more. You got this. 7, nice. 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Set the knees down. Climb up onto your hands. Exhale, down dog. We're getting off of our hands. Downward facing dog, please. Inhale your heels to the sky. Bend the knees. Walk your feet towards your hands. Before you come up, bend your knees and catch your elbows and just sway side to side. Let your head just dangle. Release any stress. Anything you do not need for this class or for the rest of your day, let it just drip off of your body. All right, sway yourself to center. Hands move to the shins or the quadriceps, your choice. Going into that nice extended spine, like I could put that broomstick on your back. Natural curve of the low back, mid back, and the neck. I have a micro bend of my knees. You're hugging your feet in or you're pressing your feet out, your choice. Let your hands float in space. As you come up, you're gonna do this rear fly. Rear fly. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rear fly. Quads and glutes contract to the top. You get the stretch in your hamstrings, and then you contract them. You can go faster than me if you want, but I'd rather you make sure your form is tight, meaning you have this nice long spine, nothing rounding. 2 more. Your last one, you're gonna hold up. All the way up, nice. Let your hands float by your sides. You got 2 big breaths, and then we start class. Here we go, inhale. From the soles of your feet, out of your fingernails, exhale. I want you to feel stronger when you push your hands down. 1 more slow breath. Inhale. Reach, lift, lengthen. As you exhale, it's like you're pushing into water or something really, really firm. Yes, resist. Nice. All right, I want you to bend your knees, reach for your weights, please. They're optional, by the way. And I have light weights. If you're coming on late, I've got 3-pounders. If you're working with glass bottles, just be really mindful, okay? Here we go. Feet hip bone width apart. That's gonna be your start. We're going to a lunge series. I want you to step your left foot back behind you. So you're gonna go into 90-90 lunge. We do this all the time. Back knee under the hip. Now here's something also, so front knee over the foot, but your left foot's behind you. Can you make sure your left hip didn't just fall down? I want you to hike that left hip so you're imagining both hips are parallel. Just think about that. All right, here we go. Arms go up over the head. Unshrug the shoulders. It's just the upper body doing those W presses you saw while we were balancing earlier in the warm-up. Your front knee, that is your right knee, stays directly over your foot. So while we're doing this low lunge, low 90-90 lunge, you're pulling your front heel back and you're trying to draw the front toes forward, like you're trying to pinch your mat energetically. Don't actually move them. 4 more with the arms, nice and light. 3, 2, nice. Hold the arms up straight. You've seen this before. You're going to hinge forward, arms go back behind you, hinge forward. I'm still dragging, I'm even more so dragging my front heel back, back toes forward. Your arms are just gonna press up an inch, down an inch. Getting right into our triceps today. So your arms are stick straight. Notice if your right hip has swung out to the right. See if you can pull it over. So your right hip is directly behind the right knee. That right knee is directly over the center of your foot. Good, 8, 7, we're staying low. Bend both knees, nice straight spine. For 4, 3, we're gonna move in a second, I promise. 2, just the arms. Inhale them up over your head. You're still in that low lunge. Now bring that left knee forward, you're welcome, and bring the knee up. Step back, traditional lunge, left knee forward. There's your move. Inhale, exhale. So we're gonna do all these different, say, drills individually, and then we're gonna putting it all together. It's stuff you've seen before. So that split second when your left knee is up and your hands are back behind you, you're feeling a lot of stuff. You're feeling the strength of your right leg. That quadricep is firm, your right glute is firm, your abdominals are contracted. You're lifting up the left knee, so you're feeling probably hip flexor a little bit. Your hands are going back behind you for triceps. Every single repetition. 2 more. It's a longer set. All right, ready? Mentally prepare. Hold. Listen up. You're gonna kick that right foot back in airplane. Hands are floating right down to the ground with a nice straight spine. Hold. Just the arms, if you can. Go over your head in a V, and then come back slowly to a V for the airplane triceps. So just the arms moving. If that's too heavy going over your ears, ditch it. Ditch it. Only 2 more. A lot of load for that right leg. 1 more like that. Listen carefully. Hands stay back in triceps. Single leg squats. Of course you knew that was coming. Keep breathing. If you need to modify this, put your toe on the ground behind you and have most of the weight, 90% in your right foot, but you just don't have to balance as much. You have 3, 2, listen carefully. Point your toes in the back. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Inhale up 1 crescent lunge, traditional crescent lunge, square off your pelvis. From here, you're going to hinge forward, Hands go back again in airplane. You're gonna pop your heel, put it down, same arms. They go up by your ears, back, hold, pop your heel. That's your move. Ears, back by your hips, pop the heel. Ears, back by the hips. Yes, that is your front thigh on fire. Good job. Yes, nice job. Couple more. One more like that. Just hold the back with the heel pop. Hands back, rotate your palms to the sky. Pop your heel up and down. 8, 7, you got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, heel is down. Hands come out a little bit in front of you. You're gonna step your back foot next to your front foot. Notice my heel's up, and you're gonna do a rear fly. So it's back, forward, rear fly. Back, forward, rear fly. 4 more only. Abs tight. Nice. 2 more, gang. 1 more like that. Right here with your left foot next to your right foot, stand up. Wow. Take that left foot back a little bit, turn your toes to about 3 o'clock-ish. Move that right hip back and just do a baby stretch. We're not done with this leg. I told you we're putting it all together in one big combo. That's what's happening. Alrighty, that was just to give you a little bit of relief. Okay, same leg, here we go. Feet hip width apart. Step that left foot back in that 90-90 lunge. Here come the arms up. You ready? You with me? All right, down, up, hinge forward, yes? 2 presses, press, press. Arms come up, stay with me. As you bring that right knee up, your hands come down. Excuse me, your back knee up, your hands come down. Step back into crescent lunge, arms come up. Arms go down, you hinge, you pop a heel. Do that 1 more time. Arms up, arms back, pop a heel. Nice, bring your hands in front. You're gonna tap your foot in as you do a rear fly. Do that again. Rear fly. Step your foot halfway in. Here we go, inhale, you're gonna get it. Ready, W press. 1 more time. Yes, hinge forward, 2 presses for triceps. 1, 2. Bring your arms up. Bring that left knee up. Whoop, any arms you want. Do that again. Yep, there it is. Step way back, crescent lunge, crescent lunge. Hands come back. Pop a heel. Arms float up, arms float back. Pop a heel. Hands are forward. Do a rear fly with the toe tap. 1 more time. All right, you ready? From the top, this is it. Upper body up. Elbow down and up. Down and up. Hinge forward, 2 presses. Yes. Bring the arms up. Knee up twice. Step back. Step up again. Crescent lunge. Big long lunge. Hands go back. Pop a heel. Do it again. Pop a heel. Hands forward. Rear fly toe tap. Stand up. Oh my gosh. Give your right butt cheek some love. Woo! Take your weights, put them on the ground. That's my transition. You're gonna step your left foot back again, but to stretch this right leg more. So take your left foot back, turn the toes open, 2 or 3 o'clock, depends on you. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. Inhale, get long in your spine. Exhale, hands go to the quadricep for support, like use that support right now. Again, take a breath, find length. As you exhale, you fold as low as you want to go. Maybe you keep your hands high. Maybe you walk them to your shin. Maybe you walk them to the floor. Once you get as low as you can get with your hands, re-square your pelvis. Pull that right hip back. More than you think. Take 2 breaths right there. 1 more breath. Walk your hands all the way down to the mat. Bend your right knee as much as you need to. Step both feet back into high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Bend your left knee. So you're getting a juicy opening in that right hamstring. Another juicy opening. Breathe. 2 more breaths, just make it feel good. Whatever you need to do. If you need to move, you move. You can be static or you can move through the hip. Listen carefully. This right leg, the one you were just working, is coming up. 3-legged dog. Right leg up. Step that right foot or shin, it's actually your shin, coming forward. So it's in a 90-degree angle. Your shin is parallel with the front edge of your mat. Your back knee pulls in. So that thigh is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Your back heel, so 90-degree angles. Inhale right here. Exhale, hinge. Yeah, that's that right hip. You're welcome. Come on up. Stay there. I'm just going to show you from a different angle. Up, exhale. One more just like that. Exhale down. You're going to spin your left hand back behind you. Fingers open. Knees are just going to go side to side. Just open up both hips. Get some movement. And then you're going to finish right back where you were with that shin forward just for a second. I want you to bring both legs forward, and we're going to go into abdominals. So we're going to go onto our back. So roll all the way on your back. You don't need any weights or anything. Bring your knees up. We'll go sideways. Bring your knees up to tabletop right here. Head stays down. I want you to have a neutral spine. So not smashing your low back into the ground. Knees over your hips. Nice and easy with the legs. You're going to have one heel down. Slowly bring it up. And then second heel down. Just a little, just doing some little baby dead bugs. Just to get back into our core and away from just our right glute and thigh. Nice. Now if you want, I have my hands up, I'm not holding weights, but when your left heel goes down, your right arm goes up and vice versa. So you just do the opposite moving arm. I want you to try to stay in neutral, not flat back. Flat back is okay, we do that a lot, but I want you to try to be different today. Challenge yourself to maintain a neutral lumbar position, especially. One more on each leg, whatever evens you out. All right, let's take out some hip flexors. Feet down, knees into a butterfly, so Supta Baddha Konasana. Go ahead and bring your head up, hands go behind the head, thumbs to the base of your skull, hold, put the weight of your head back, that's important. Now take your right hand across towards your left knee and pulse, up an inch, down inch. So I came up so that I was working, and then when I pulse, I actually work harder. So I'm not resting and then curling, resting and curling. I'm already in the work, and I just try to challenge the height a little bit more. 4 like that, 3, 2. All right, hold, easy. Let's just switch hands. Left hand towards the right thigh. Breathe, see if you can put a little bit more weight of your head in your top hand. Doing great, everybody. Abdominals in nice and strong. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Relax your face. 2, and 1. All right, optional. If you have your hands back, it's a little heavier, but you're supporting your head. So you can keep your hands there, or you bring one or both hands straight through your legs. You try to get as high as possible with your upper body. Lift, lift, lift. Keep breathing. If you have one hand back, great. Just make sure you're not pulling on your head. Try to get a little higher than you did on the last set when you had the arm crisscrossed. 10, 9, this is it. 8, then we're on to our second leg. For 4, all right, let's do push-ups. 3, 2, all right. Legs down, arms up. Let's do a set of upper body. Big wall-to-wall stretch. Bring your knees in, carefully rock and roll. Forward and back, and you're gonna cross your ankles, step your feet back. Any way you can get into push-up position, knees or toes, doesn't matter to me. Knees or toes, that's up to you. Right here, listen, watch this. 3 pulses down, 1 up. You come down, 1, 2, 3, all the way up. Pulse, down, 2, 3, and you're up. Down, 2, 3, keep going. If you're on your knees, you have a neutral spine. If you're on your toes, you have a perfect plank. Yes. Keep going, chin off your chest. That looks great, Susan, look at you. Really good form, you guys. Yeah, Catherine, so good. Pulsing down for those 3, pushing up on 1. Emily, Tessa, Michelle, I can't see you, but I trust you guys are rocking it. Hang in there, Melissa. We're doing push-ups, girl. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on up. Nice job. Sit on back. Sit on back. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face. All right, when you're ready, foundation your hands, shoulder width apart. Step your feet back. Downward dog. Inhale your heels to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk your feet forward. Reach for your weights if you're using them and roll up. All right, so now it's gonna be all left leg, second leg, mentally prepare. You know it's a long series. Okay, here we go. Step the right foot back. First we're just we're learning the movements. We're getting the form, the back knees underneath the hip, front knees over the foot. Really important is that right hip, your back hip is up a little bit. It's not sagging down. Just think about it. I gotta think about it too. All right, here we go. Holding down just the arms into the ribs, that W press. You're already drawing energetically your front heel back and your right toes forward. I say energetically, but it's really physical. You're definitely almost wrinkling your floor, your rugs, your carpets, your mats. Is that right hip still up or did it fall down? Yes. 4 like that. 3, 2. All right, you hold down. You're gonna hinge forward, send your hands back behind you, and just do those triceps, right? On this set of triceps, go ahead and flip your fingers again to the sky. Just tackling the different heads of the triceps differently. So I still have a neutral spine. I'm still drawing that left foot back and my right toes forward. My butt cheek is already screaming. 5, 4, 3, yes, 2, and 1. Go ahead and neutralize right here. Get straight spine. Your arms come down. Your right knee comes up. Squeeze your butt cheek. Good. You're going to step back again. Keep going. Nice and slow with these straight arms. If you need to modify, if your shoulders don't like it or if it just doesn't work for you, you can always bend your elbows through the middle and do more of a press. Your choice, always. Listen to your body. You can go faster than me if you'd like, but I want you to make sure on your own at home, look and make sure your knee stays over the foot, your back knee's under the hip. It's not crescent lunge yet, not yet. Just do 2 more. You're holding your up position. You're gonna kick back. Notice I left this out of my big series last time. You kick back, hold, breathe, arms go up by the ears and then back by your hips for triceps. So you're going from a V, it's like a V to an upside down V. Just holding your airplane or your warrior 3. 2 more only. 1 more, hold your hands back behind you when you get there. Rotate your fingers pointing down, fingers facing down, single leg. Down inch, up an inch. Down inch, up an inch. Or 5 inches. You can go bigger than an inch. Yes, good job. Woo! Keep that hinge. Woo! If you need to modify, you keep weight on your front foot, but you don't want to balance, and you have just your toe there as a kickstand. 2 more. I know it's a long set, you guys. 1 more. All right, step your back foot to the back of the mat. Inhale your arms up in that crescent for a hot second. You hinge forward again. You pop your heel once. Your arms come up. Your arms float back. You pop a heel. Forward, back. Remember, if you're modifying, you need to bend your elbows through the middle. Great. Or maybe you don't put your arms by your ears if that's too much for your neck and shoulders. You listen to you. 1 more. Hold the back. Just the heel pop. 8, 7, abs tight. 6, yes. 5, come on, 5. 4, hang in there. 3, 2, heel down. Just step up. Right foot next to left foot. Just take a second for yourself. Wow. Keep the weights in your hands. Step the right foot back, turn your toes. That's probably 2 o'clock for you guys. Hip goes back, and just do a baby stretch, just a little, give it a little love. Make sure you're never locking your front knee. It's super common to just jam into this joint. You gotta push down with your big toe, contract the quad of the front leg. All right, step your foot forward, take a moment, mentally prepare. Here's that whole series. We do everything except for the airplane 2 times just so you don't have to rush through it. Okay, ready? Step the right foot back, 90-90, it's a short lunge. Arms come up, make sure that right hip is up. Okay, 2, down, up, yep, you got it. Hinge forward, 2 presses, pulse there, pulse, pulse. Bring your arms up, chest up, and then your right knee comes up twice. Step back, now step to the back of your mat, crescent, arms by the ears, and then by the hips, pop a heel. Do that again, up, back, pop a heel. Nice, upper body comes up, good job, breathe, you step in, make it short, down, up, here we go, hinge, pulse, pulse, arms, head comes up, bring that right knee up twice, step back, lunge, step all the way back, crescent, hands come back, pop a heel, again, arms up, hands back, pop a heel, come up into crescent, inhale, step your back foot in a little bit, low to high, yes, arms. Here we go, hinge, 2 pulses. 1, 2, come on up. Bring that right knee up. Woo. 1 more with the knee. Step back, crescent. Hands float back. Pop. Hands float up. Hands float back. Pop the heel. Come up, crescent, inhale. Step the back foot in. Down, up. This is it, last one. Hinge forward. Pulse, pulse. Upper body up, hands up. Bring that right knee forward. Again, crescent lunge, go long, back, pop the heel. 1 more, arms, arms, heel, crescent, smile, whoop. Step on up. That should have been left leg. Put your weights on the ground. Oh my gosh. Feet hip width apart. Good job, guys, that was tough. Step that right foot back, turn the toes open. That's to your 2 or 3 o'clock now is mirroring you. I am mirroring you. Left hip goes back. Inhale, chest high, broad, hinge. Hands go to that left thigh, no matter what. Okay, first you start there. Now, while your hands are on the thigh, is your quad soft? You don't want it soft. You want it firm. That's gonna tell your hamstring to stretch. If you need more, if you can keep that quadricep firm, walk your hands to your shin. Do it again, try to firm up the thigh. Then if you want to fold, you fold anywhere you want, but try to keep that front thigh firm. Breathe. Enjoy the sweat dripping off of your body if you're not in AC right now. Woo. All right, good job. Listen up. Bend the front knee. Take your hands on either side. Step your back foot back. Step that front foot back, downward dog, but you're gonna bend your right knee to open up that left hamstring a little bit more. That should feel great. You can wiggle, you can do whatever you wanna do. Whatever feels good to you, do that. 1 more breath. Nice, shift forward and set your knees on the mat. Please, 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 please. I'm gonna take a second to wipe some sweat. If you wanna get some water, please do. Both, wipe sweat and grab water. All right, I know one of our friends missed our push-up series, so we're gonna do a second push-up. We were gonna do this anyways, to be honest, but I want this to be a kneeling child's pose to a push-up. And if you wanna do a traditional push-up on your toes, awesome, you do that. But for this class, I just wanna do something different. So I want you to sit back, butt to your heels, knees are nice and wide, enjoy child's pose, right? This is just a traditional child's pose. Take 1 big breath into your back. I want you to feel the skin stretch up to the sky, literally. All right, come forward, You're still on your knees. You can have your heels up if that's better for your kneecaps. It's up to you. You're gonna do a push-up here, and then you're gonna sit back. That's it. Ready, go. Sit on back. And back. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. I'm just gonna turn towards you guys. Yes. Great. So depending on how wide your hands are, your elbows are going to be going different angles. It just depends. So my hands are about mat width. So my elbows are going to be angling diagonally back just a tiny bit. If your hands are narrow, they're going to pull in a little bit more, a little bit. And if your hands are really, really wide, then your elbows are going to be over the outside of your wrists, on your wrist. So it just depends on you. Couple more. One more good one. We're gonna hold forward, hold your pulsing push-up for 20 counts. Ready? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. You got this. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Good job. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press up. Nice. As you sit back in child's pose, thumbs are up, karate chop hands, rest your forehead. Woo. You can also shift your weight from armpit to armpit or shoulder to shoulder. Whatever feels nice for your triceps, your lats. Breathe into your belly, please. Please, please, please. All right, let's flow a little bit, you guys. We did a lot of concentrated work for our legs and our arms. So let's just do a little bit of yoga-like flow. All right, hands, top of the mat, shoulder width apart. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths in down dog. One more. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Your left shoulder will remain down, so both shoulders are parallel to the top edge of your mat. Take one breath, one more breath. Inhale high, exhale, step that left foot inside the hand, replace the thumb essentially. Spin your back heel down so that your front foot bisects your back foot. You're in Warrior 2. Come on up, Warrior 2. So your front knee's over the foot. If it's not, if your knee's falling in, don't just push it back like that. That doesn't really do anything. If it's falling in, pick up your back hip and it'll slide into place a little better. Try that. All right, inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, press. You got 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale, listen. Keep the legs straight. Exhale, just the hands to a T. Reach over your left foot. Exhale, triangle or trikonasana. Breathe. And so wherever your hand is touching, that's where you go. You don't try to slide it lower. You're trying to turn this bottom shoulder, this left shoulder forward and stack your right shoulder on top of it. One more breath there. Listen carefully. Put a lot of effort into the back hand. That's going to pull you up, right? Turn your front toes forward. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, flat back only. Stop halfway, right there. You're gonna do the Jane Fonda. Bend one knee at a time, doesn't matter which. Just bend, 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 side to side. One more on each side. Even yourself out. I want you to bend your right knee. That's the back knee for most of us. Back of the mat. You're gonna cartwheel your hands. Go over runner's lunge over your left thigh. There you are. Step that left foot up into 3-legged dog. That front foot goes back up. Nice. And then left next to right, downward facing. Take 2 breaths on your own. One more breath. If you need to drop into child's pose, great. Listen to your body. Here comes your second leg, right leg. Inhale the right leg to the sky, open the knee, bend it, and then tuck your tail under. This right shoulder tends to swivel up. I want you to make sure your right and left shoulder are parallel to the front of your mat. Take one more inhalation. Step that right foot inside the hand to make sure your knee's over the ankle. Spin the back heel down so your foot and your front foot and back foot foot are in one line. Inhale up, warrior two. Take a peek at that right knee. If it's falling in, pick up your back hip a little bit. It'll slide into place a little better. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale. Let's do two more like that. Why not? Nice. One more, hold. Just the arms go down. I want you to bump, listen, bump that right hip forward, then reach the hand forward, and then your right hand will just float and touch your leg. If that top shoulder, like mine, is folded down a little bit, spin the bottom shoulder under, opening up the chest. Trying to be between those two panes of glass. Stay there. You got it. Nice. Put a little bit of a tension into your top hand. That's going to pull you up. Yep, right there. I'll get back on my mat so I don't slide. Alrighty, turn the front toes forward. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, hinge once again. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Bend one knee at a time. Doesn't matter which one goes. You just go Jane Fonda Asana. Side to side. Couple more. Finish with your back knee bent. Your back knee is bent. Yes. And then from here, you're going to pick up your front toes. Cartwheel the arms so you're in a low runner's lunge. Send that right foot up, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Good job, you guys. Listen carefully. Inhale, both heels to the sky. Micro bend the knees. Take a walk to the center of your mat. Toes are slightly turned out. Butt is as low as you can. So this would be malasana if you're in yoga, or it's just a deep squat if you're anywhere else, right? So we're here. Now, if you actually look like this, where you're very hunched back and rounded, I want you to open up your chest. So use your arms against your knees and open up the chest. Now, if you're like, you're crazy, I cannot get that low. Fine, do it here. Maybe support yourself with your forearms, but I do want you to try to have this flat back, or essence of a flat back. Your heels are on the mat, by the way. So if you're the type of person that has to pop the heels because of tight calves or ankle, whatever, take your feet wider, give that a shot. All right, wherever you are, take your right hand up, take it on down, left hand up, listen carefully, take it down, you've been there a while, hands in front, straighten your legs. Whoop. You can keep your toes pointing out where they were because we're going right back down again. Drop down, you've got your positioning. Arms to the insides of your knees or on top of your thighs. One arm, down, second arm, down, fingers down, straighten your legs. We're doing that two more times. Drop your butts, chest up, here we go. One arm, yes. Second arm, fingers down, butts up. Woo. Drop it, last one, you guys, you're doing great. Right arm, or whatever arm, doesn't matter. Second arm, straighten the legs, enjoy the forward fold. Stay put right there. Whew, nice job. So from here, my feet are definitely wider than my hips. I did turn my toes forward, so they're no longer turning out. Take you with your tented hand, take your left hand and right underneath your face. Bend your knees a little or a lot, kind of like a linebacker, right? And then your right arm goes up. You can look to the right. If you're dying to look at your hand, your top hand, you can, but you don't have to do that. It just puts extra torque on your neck. Even out the weight on both feet. So make sure all the weight's not to the right. Move your hips center. Rotate again as you inhale. Nice. Exhale. Second hand. Right hand goes down. Center your weight. Left hand reaches. You're going to stay there for at least 3 or 4 breaths. So just get comfy right there. Using every inhale to get more rotation, every exhale to get more secure in your position. Last breath, take that hand down, and now I want you to alternate. Inhale, one hand up, exhale down, inhale, other hand up, exhale down. One more on each side, whatever makes you feel even and balanced. Nice job, everybody. Come on down, climb down to your hands and knees. Again, if you need water or a sweat towel, now's your moment. Take about 15 seconds to just get your poop in a group. Whew. my towel is soaking wet. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. So you'll be on the floor with both of your weights, Wow, a little humid out here. All right, you know what? Let's start with our hands and knees first on the mat. So I am gonna go sideways for you guys. So you're gonna need your weights. If you're using weights, they're totally optional. So I have my weights. I'm able to hold them with my hands fisted. If you're holding wine bottles or something, be really careful. And what you can do is when you're reaching, you can have them on the inside of your hands and then just reach for the weight if you don't want to put pressure on whatever you're holding, okay? So here we go. I'm holding them in fists. Your hips are directly over your knees. You have a neutral spine. So not flat back. A lot of people like flat. Nope, neutral. Go ahead and just float your knees right up off the mat. We do this all the time. Neutral spine plank. It's my favorite thing to do. I want you to squeeze your knees in, in, in. So first we're going to make sure our core is activated, specifically our adductors and deep transverse abdominals. 8, 7 only. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So a couple ways to do this. You can keep your knee down and both knees down. Just do your right arm rear fly and then left arm rear fly, and then you're gonna float the knees and squeeze twice and down. So that would be, say, level 1. You can do it right now. Right rear fly, left rear fly, neutral spine, not flat. Oh, pop the knees and 2 squeezes, all right? Keep doing that. You know the progression is floating the knees. Right rear fly, left rear fly, 2 squeezes. Ugh. Did I make that look easy? No, I'm making it look so hard. It's so hard, you guys. Squeeze, squeeze. Right, left. Now, any variation you do, whether your knees are down or up, you can bend the elbow. Absolutely, that's going to help with your stability because it's a smaller lever, a shorter lever. So if you want to work on more your rear delt, keep your arm long and modify. If you want to work on more stability, float the knees and bend the elbow maybe. Maybe. I'm just giving you options. 2 squeezes of the knees in between. Do about 10 more seconds. Neutral spine. Belly button's pulling to your lower back. Woo! All right. Wow. That was not easy if you're floating your knees. Just set your weights out to the side for a second. I want you literally, if you can sit on your heels, sit on your heels. If that does not feel right for you, come up. We're just staying on our knees is what I want you to be. Ear to shoulder. Roll your head around to one side, just forward. And then ear to your other shoulder. So we're not going backwards, we're just going forward. One more on each side just to give your neck a little bit of love. Nice job. All right, we haven't really done a lot of forward flexion stuff today, believe it or not. It's been more neutral and back extension. So we're gonna be on our booty for the rest of the class. Let's see, I'll angle myself. Weights, if you're using them, optional. Elbows in. So go ahead and get really tall first. Get a nice neutral spine. Inhale there. You can have your toes down if you want. I just like my toes up. Exhale. Tuck your tail. You're on your sacrum, so it shouldn't be painful. You're on that triangular bone. You're gonna bring your elbows into your waist, and then we're gonna start with just kickstand curls. So this could be it for you. This is great. This is still challenging. If your heels, or feet, but I'm gonna go heels, if your heels are on the ground, which they should be right now, try to drag a little bit. Try to drag your heels towards your seat. So you're contracting your hamstrings a little tiny bit. You don't have to kill yourself, but just imagine trying to slide your heels towards your seat. 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, nice job. I am rounded, my spine is rounded. 2, holding right here, very slow. You're gonna reach your right hand. I'm rotating my palm forward, bringing it by my waist, and then left palm and in. So I'm not even crisscrossing. I'm just reaching out, reaching out. Now it's easier for your abdominals if you punch forward, right? So I sort of started in a middle position. If you want more, of course, you take your bicep more by your ear, and that adds more load to your upper body, which means more load for your abdominals to hold up. Exhale your belly button into your lower back. It's a lot, I know, but you want to create muscle memory. You want your muscles to remember being down and engaged, not pooching out. It happens, I promise you it happens. All right, you got 4 more, that's 2 on each side, wherever your arm is. Maybe challenge yourself. You've been punching forward the whole time, maybe try your ears once. Last repetition, most likely. Good job, roll all the way back, all the way back. Hands are up over your head, individual. We're going to go long, if you have light weights, the lighter the weights, the longer your arms. They're going up and over, listen. Exhale, take them right back over your chest. Nod your chin, roll up. You straighten your legs to the top, so you're in an L position. You bend your knees, your hands go down, you roll back, 1 vertebrae at a time. When your head touches the ground, your arms keep moving. You exhale your hands over your shoulders. When your hands get right over your shoulders, that's when you bring your head up. Yeah. Straighten your legs best you can. That's your move. Keep going, guys. You're rolling down. Head touches, arms keep going. Front ribs are knitted in. Front ribs knitted in. Exhale as your arms move up over the chest. You can go faster than me. Chin up. Everything tries to be straight at the top. Tuck your tail. Do 2 more, crazy slow. And you're gonna finish on your back. That's how I know you're done, when you're just laying on your back. Finish up your last L. Tuck your tail, hands move forward, then you go as slow. Do the slow race, as slow as possible on this last one. Yes, yes, yes. Good job, everybody. Take the elbows down, take the weights out by your sides, way out to the sides, way, way, way. Bring your right knee up. Right knee comes up. Give it a little crunch, look at me if you need to. Take your left arm, toss it under. Right arm goes out to the side, palm up, head goes down. Use the passive left arm to draw that right leg across your body. So I prefer this arm position for this rotational stretch because you're going to be opening up your glute, your hip. You get a little bit more opening with this roundness in your lower back, so you're not just torquing the spine by pushing your knee across your body. That's just causing rotation in your low back where it really shouldn't be rotating that much. Good job. All right, bring it right back up. Hope you enjoyed that. Send that foot down. Bring the left knee up, second knee, do a crunch. That helps you get your chest as high as possible. Toss the arm under. Head goes back down, left arm goes left, knee goes across towards the right side. Taking some really deep breaths. Now if this left shoulder is popped up a little bit, it's okay a little bit. You know, if you're just trying to get your other knee across, don't really have that as a priority. Think of the glute opening and stretching as a priority. Take a breath. Belly will press into your thigh on your inhale naturally. Nice job. Roll back onto your back. Listen up. Bring your knees up. Take them up into happy baby. So your ankles are right underneath your knees. Your feet are flexed. You can hold on to your thighs. You can hold on to your shins. You can hold the outer sides of the feet. You can hold the inner sides of your feet. Doesn't matter. All right, once you've got a hold of something, try to inhale and lengthen out your spine so you're more extended. You're not rounded. You can rock side to side if you haven't already. Take a couple more rock and rolls. Just enjoy it. Nice. Bring your feet and knees together. You're going to rock and roll up if you'd like to a seated position. We'll finish seated. Good job. All righty. Here we go. 4 breaths with me and you're out of here. Inhale, center. Get tall. Exhale to the right. Exhale out something that you don't want to take with you the rest of your day. Inhale, center. Inhale out all your strength that you just created. strength and courage and love and awesomeness. Roll out your fingers all the way down. Nice. Give yourself a hand, you guys.